me Z and T because I'm the best in the game. I got the fame, the style that isn't lame.
Hey, is there a cassette tape anywhere?
I sure do. This cassette is the best, I can attest. Best cassette in the east to the west. Yeah, I ain't a rapper. This cassette's dapper. I'm no capper.
Okay, do you mind if I take that off your hands?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, thank you.
No problem, bro.
And this is this week's Closet Classics.
Welcome to BCAT Sports Call. It is Monday evening, 8 o'clock. It is September 25th, and we're here live on your favorite sports call show here on BCAT. Once again, I think we are on our way to becoming the #1 rated call-in sports call show here on BCAT. So I think you'll know why in just a minute. With me, as always, Mr. Paul Strait, voice of the Burlington Red Devils, an all-around sports wizard. And on my right, we are fortunate to have some senior football captains. To my near right, we have Paul Lanero, then Dan Walsh, and Jeremy Steele. Gentlemen, welcome to Sports Call.
Thanks for having us.
You're excited to be here.
Yeah.
I can
you
tell.
know it.
Just being with Paul and I,
Yeah.
we understand everyone it gets like this. So
I live my life to be on Sports Call.
I know.
see, that's what we can always
looking forward to
hope
it.
for.
That's what we like about the guy.
Yes. So, guys, give me your positions. Paul?
Offensive and defensive tackle.
Okay. Dan, QB.
Quarterback and punter.
And punter
Same as Mr. Lanero.
as Mr. Lanero. How respectful he is.
You know,
Good. And your mom was already here to wish you well on the show. We're
as always.
happy to see that. And yes. So anyway, where should we start? You guys are 3-0.
That's correct.
And you've had one league game, right?
Yep,
Wakefield.
against
That was
Wakefield.
Wakefield, yeah. But you're starting the season pretty good. I think before anything else, we do need to recognize Mr. Redfern
Oh,
Yeah.
and Jeremy's injury, and we just want to kind of
Garrett's injury.
Redford,
Garrett.
Garrett Redford.
Yep.
Yep.
Hi, welcome to Sports Call.
Okay, let's cut and start.
Okay, Garrett, it's Redford.
Yeah, it's Redford.
Yeah, what did I say? I said
Jeremy.
something wrong.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I didn't know I got
Jeremy.
it.
Well, his uncle, Uncle Jeremy, yeah. We want to say, we send out our best wishes to him and his recovery from his injury, and hope he recovers very quickly.
Yeah, the guys were saying he was operated on yesterday.
Friday.
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 Yep. 4-hour operation. Her inserted a rod into his leg and stuff. So we wish him the best. Gonna miss him out there. I'll tell you, it's a little bit of a different team now without Garrett out there because he was actually going for the school record. I believe he needed like 1,100 yards to become the all-time leading rusher for Burlington. So
You know, it looks like we have a caller already.
right away.
Caller? Hello? Are you?
That's zone me out, Corey.
Who is this? Hello?
Hello.
This is Sports Call.
It's Ken Catone.
It's Ken Catone.
Kelly.
Hello,
Kelly.
Ken.
Yeah, give me the echo chamber.
Sure. How about the time machine? So, Ken, how are you?
Good, good.
That's good.
Who's this?
My name's Rich Caplan.
Oh, yeah, Cappy, yeah. What's
Ken-
going on?
Oh, not much. I'm sitting here taking your call on Sports Call. That's what's going on.
I haven't seen you at the games yet.
No, I haven't been there.
Where are you going to go?
I'm working on it.
All right.
All right, next home game.
Okay.
I'll be in the
cool.
booth with Paul.
All right. How about, what's his name? Paul?
Yeah, that's me, Stratty.
Stratty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This guy over here.
the little Italian guy. Come up in the corner here.
All right. So what's going on?
Well, Ken, I don't know. We have a couple guys from the football team here.
Yeah, who's there?
Who's here? You're not watching us on TV, are you, Ken?
I didn't quite hear you.
Are you driving home? Are you in the
No,
car
I'm
now?
at the Daily Times Chronicle office right now.
Oh, you're in the office, and you don't have sports call on the TV or something?
No, I don't have the TV on right now.
Oh my God! All right, so Ken, we have Paul Strait, Dan Walsh, and Jeremy Steele.
Paul,
Captain.
Jeremy, and Danny, how you guys doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, why don't you give us your rundown on how it's looking for football this year, Ken?
I think out of all the Burlington High football teams I've covered in the past, this one has one of the best potential to be a league title contender. They've got experience everywhere on both sides of the ball, from the quarterback to the running backs, the O&D lines, linebackers, cornerbacks, and safety. I don't see weaknesses or inexperience anywhere, and I'm really excited about covering this team, and I think they have all the potential in the world to win, if not every game, certainly most of their games anyway. Certainly they're going to, be about as good as any other team in the league, I think.
Kenny, what's your feel on losing Garrett Redfern?
Well, I admit that was a big loss losing Garrett. Anytime you have a 1,400-yard rusher and you take him out of the lineup, it does bring the team down a little bit. But I think with the team that Burlington has right now, with experienced running backs, with Teddy Marmonitis, James Buckley, and Mike Occasion, a good tight end in Kevin Pickett, and of course Danny at QB. You've got a second and third year experienced kids back there, and I think if they can even step it up a little more than what they would have ordinarily done with Garrett, I think that they can compensate for Garrett's loss and still be just as effective of an offense as they would have been if Garrett had not gone down.
All right. Now
So that's how I think they're going to. I think they're still going to win their share of games with the offense that they have and their defense, which I thought played particularly well last week against Wakefield. True, there were some turnovers in the game, but they were able to overcome that, and their 3-0 start certainly is very encouraging, especially after Garrett's injury.
Now, the league this year, Woburn obviously is probably going to be the team to beat this year again. But is Stoneham and Winchester, are they for real, Kenny?
Well, those two teams do concern me a little bit. Yeah, Winchester's the next opponent for Burlington. And let me tell you something. Sometimes when a team gets a new coach, that gives that team a big boost and an impetus to play a lot better and respond better to him. And a good example of that was last year when Belmont, coming off an 0-11 season, hired former Burlington assistant Kevin Gilday. And that team just took off under him, and they went from going 0-11 the year before to 7-4 last year.
Right.
And now Winchester's kind of in that same position that Belmont was in last year, where they have a new coach after coming off kind of a not-so-good year. And so far, they've done all right. They're 2-1. So I'm not saying that they're going to be a league title contender, but I think they're going to be a lot more difficult for even the higher teams in the league to deal with. They have some veteran or experienced kids, so they could be troublesome. And you also mentioned Stoneham, Paul.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't seen Stoneham play yet, but any team that can score 49 points against Belmont can't be that bad offensively.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It has to be considered as a, if not a league title contender, at least a competitive team.
Right.
And they are 3-0, so the defense might keep them from battling for the top spot, but I think they have enough offense to at least win 6 or 7 games this year. So that'll be a concern as well.
Okay, yeah, because I was looking at, we were talking about Winchester, and Winchester's kind of hard to read right now because they beat Medford, but Medford's 0-3. They lost to Drayton, who's 3-0, and then they beat Watertown, that's 0-3. So it's kind of hard to tell what Winchester team is going to come in here and what their ability are. But I agree with you, a new coach over there, you're kind of starting fresh. These kids are trying to impress a new coach. He's got a whole new system in there because he was talking about very similar to what the Seattle Seahawks are doing. They're doing the 4 wide receiver. They're trying to spread the defense out, single running back. So it could be a challenge for Burlington coming in, something different that they haven't seen.
Yeah, I agree with that. They do have different formations now that they use. You mentioned the 4 wideouts and the 1 running back, and I think they're getting away from simply having their quarterback run around the end, and which they did a lot of under Donahue. But now under Sobolewski, I think they have a lot more options offensively, which will keep defenses guessing. And even their defense appears to be a lot better as well. True, their shutout last week was only against Watertown, but even still, that's a good indication that their defense is a lot better than it was last year, and I think that'll make them a pretty good club this year.
And I think the schedule kind of favors Burlington a little bit because once you get by Winchester, they're going to play Melrose and Watertown, and then after that, it gives the team a chance to gel, and then after you get after that, then they start playing the iron. They get into the Reddings, they get into the Belmonts, they get into the Woburn and Lexington. So I think the schedule this year for Burlington, everything seems to be falling in place for them.
Yeah, and I noticed that as soon as the coaches' pairings came out, and I saw that of the top 5 after Burlington, the other 4 were Woburn, Lexington, Stoneham, and Belmont. I go, that's perfect because Woburn, Stoneham, Belmont, and Lexington are Burlington's last 4 games of the season.
Right, exactly.
So they don't even have to play the Iron of the League till the last 4. This gives the Red Devils a perfect chance to win, say, their first 5 games of the season because they're playing, the teams that were ranked 6 through 10 by the coaches. And that's totally the opposite of last year when they had to play the top 2 teams in the league, Woburn and Wakefield, the first 2 league games, start off 0-2, and then even though they went 6-1 down the stretch, they only ended up 6-3 in the league. So that certainly works out in their favor to play the lower teams first, gain some momentum by winning those games, and that should help them when they finally have to play the tougher teams, Stoneham, Belmont, Woburn, and Lexington late in the season.
Yeah, exactly, because Teddy's been carrying the ball a lot when Garrett was in there, but Buckley really hadn't carried much, and I think this will be a good 2 or 3 games to get some, get some handoffs to him, some carries for him, get him more involved in the offense. Teddy will be fine, but Buckley needed some work in there. He was more of a blocking back in there and didn't really get a chance to touch. And I'll tell you, at the end of that Wakefield game, he impressed me because they gave the ball to him. They had to pick up a couple first downs, and he's a tough kid.
Yeah, Buckley
he's a big
started
kid.
off slow, but then late in the game when they were trying to protect that 10-point lead, he had some big carries there, which not only earned some first downs, but it helped kill the clock a little bit so that by the time Wakefield got the ball back, they were not only deep in their own territory, but with a long field in front of them, but they didn't have a lot of time to work with. And he had some big carries. And he did finish with 46 yards, which was pretty good. And, of course, Teddy finished with 101 yards on 20 carries. And, he was really the big key early in the game. And that late in the second quarter when it was 7-7, and then they got the 2 touchdowns and a safety in like just a 3-minute span to go up 16 by the half. And so they both had a hand in Teddy early and then Buckley later on to build a lead and then preserve it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Ken, I'm going to have to interrupt us because we have to break for our PSAs, but I want to thank you for calling in. Appreciate hearing what you had to say. And we've got a video clip going on here, which you won't be able to see. But Ken, thanks again, and
Thank you, Kenny.
See you at the games.
Oh, if you want me to call in later, though.
No, we got to talk to these guys we have here on the show, Ken.
Okay.
All
Good enough.
Thanks,
see you
Kenny.
later.
Take care and good luck against Winchester.
Thanks. We
Thank
have
you.
a clip
Thank you.
we're playing here. What's the? What are we seeing here?
So
This is
on
the.
offense.
And a touchdown by Caucasian.
Yeah.
On the outside, on the corner.
Ah, nice touchdown. All right. Good. All right. So, senior grade, we're going to take a break now. We're going to be right back after this clip. And we're going to talk a little bit more with these football giants we have here on our show. Right after we watch these cheerleaders. There. All right. All right.
Winston, just one more inning, Grandma.
Ever notice how many things today kids can do without actually moving? A whole lot of things their parents used to do the hard way. So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part, which makes exercise even more important for children. In fact, new research tells us the best time to enhance bone development is during childhood and adolescence. And just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Healthy bones come from healthy habits. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
For more advice on how kids can build strong bones, visit aaos.org, a public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
When you mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be yourself. Do good. Mentor a child. Call 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
I was a liberal arts major in college.
I didn't speak a second language.
What could I?
What could I offer the Peace Corps?
The answer surprised me. I served in South Africa teaching HIV/AIDS awareness.
Working with my students in Nicaragua was a great experience. Redefine your world. Join the Peace Corps.
Apply now at peacecorps.gov.
Parades, conventions, fun, and friendship. The Shriners have a lot of proud traditions, but none they're more proud of than the Shriners Hospitals for Children. I know, I'm a Shriner. The Shriners provide world-class orthopedic and burn medical care to kids, totally without charge. And they combine that care with progressive research and innovative teaching programs. There's a Shriners Hospital helping kids from this area. For more information, call this number. Shriners, giving help and hope to kids for over 80 years.
And we are back, and thanks again. That was Kenny Catelli from the Burlington's Daily Paper, the Daily Times Union Gazette Tribune Journal.
Yeah, that one.
But we missed out on talking to these guys here. So, gentlemen, I'm interested to hear what you've got to say about the team so far.
Well, started off 3-0. It was a pretty good start. Things we can work on and get better, but work at certain things. I think we should have a good rest of the year.
I think we really need to work on the second half. We kind of get lackadaisical, and we were up 14 points, and going into the second half or whatever it was. We definitely just didn't put them away, and that's something we can't afford to do with the other teams in the league.
Yeah, basically, just we need to focus on the second half and on the passing game. The D-backs, they just need to focus more on getting the ball and stop putting stops on it.
Because I think the thing that impressed me the most, though, is the Wakefield game got off to a tough start. I mean, the guys fumbled the opening kickoff. First play from Wakefield, they go in and they score, but then you guys came right back. Pierce came back with a nice run back, put you guys in good position, and that's that senior leadership.
Yeah, Pierce definitely redeemed himself after that.
Yeah. Not only Pierce, but I mean the whole senior club. You guys just kind of. You didn't get phased. You didn't, start throwing the bomb right away, trying to get right back in.
I think it's happened to us before, and it's just something we can just overcome.
Yeah, see, this is where experience really comes in. We've been here before. We know we can do this. It's not the end of the game. It's just a setback, and you can get it back going.
So there's 18, 19 seniors, I think, on the team?
20.
21
seniors, okay.
Well, one fell.
Oh, geez, who's going to be left next year?
No, we got some juniors.
There's some juniors.
Some sophomores.
We do have a caller. Caller, are you there?
Apparently not.
I guess we used to have a caller. So there is a caller there. The caller is Captain Redfern. Is this
Red?
Jeremy or Garrett? Which Redford is? Hi, Garrett?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing,
We
buddy?
in a phone booth someplace?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really hear you guys that
Some
well, but it's
G-Funk.
all right.
So how you doing?
I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I understand Mrs. Caplan came by to give you a little pep talk.
Yeah. Well, I got a nice big bowl of truffle from Mrs. Steele earlier, so that'll hold me over till tomorrow. It'll be gone by tomorrow morning.
You save some for me, please?
With the help of Danny, he'll be over before school. He'll be eating it all.
Yeah.
So how these guys look to you the other night?
They look good. They look good. You know, I sure miss being out there on the field, but you know, they did very well. Danny kept his composure out there, and Teddy ran well. Stepped up, you know, just like I expected, like he would. And we just got to get Caucasian to hold on to that ball, and I got to teach him a few things so he can, you know, step it up there and fill some shoes.
Yeah. So how much longer are you going to be in the hospital for?
Well, I'm home now, but
Well, that was quick.
well, yeah, I came home yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
So how you doing? Are you able to get around much, or
No,
are you
I
on
can't
crutches?
even step.
Are
I
you
can't
on?
even get up.
In a wheelchair.
Yeah. So you're in a chair for now.
Yeah, I'm in a hospital bed.
All right. And how long? Do you have any idea of when you're going to be out? Like get up on crutches and stuff like that?
Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment on Friday with the surgeon who gave me the surgery. He's going to take the stitches out and let me know when I'll be able to put some pressure on it and walk. I got that metal rod in my leg with 3 screws.
Yeah, I understand they're
two
gonna.
on the bottom and 1 on the top. So.
Yeah, they're going to start calling you Wolverine soon. Is that true?
Yeah, Wolverine with that metal in my leg.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say a couple things here. I just wanted to say that the 3 captains that you guys have there are the best captains that a team can have.
Thank you.
And our team is the definition of a real team. One of the best teams that have ever come through the school. We have something special that no one else has, and you guys know what that is. That family that we're always talking about. Only you guys can understand that. I wanted to thank everyone from you captains to your parents, the team, the coaches, my family, the cheerleaders, the school, my friends, for all being there for me as much as they have been, as much as I needed it. Even just today, Jeremy and Danny, they came over with this huge basket from the team that had a bunch of stuff in it, from movies to candy to hats, everything, and it just made my day, and you know, put a smile on my face as soon as they got there, and I want to thank them for that and the team as well. I love you guys.
Love you too, Gary.
Love you.
All right, well, Garrett, I'm sure you're going to be out there cheering them on sooner than you know.
Absolutely.
Because those doctors don't let anyone just get lazy. They're going to have you out before you know it.
That's right.
All right, well, listen, thanks for calling in. Good luck with your convalescence, and I'm sure they'll be seeing you pretty soon.
Yeah, they will. You'll see.
If these guys start drifting, I expect you to get on their tails pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hit them with those crutches, too, you know,
Yeah, that's
as
right.
they come off the field.
One wrong play and they'll be getting a crutch across the helmet.
Like a little whack across, yeah.
That's right.
Great. All right, Gary, well, thanks for calling in.
Talk to you later.
See you later, Gary.
All right, take care.
Bye.
All right. Oh, nice to hear from him, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's really good that you guys did that because
Yeah.
you know, he meant so much to that team. He's a big part of that team. He's a 4-year, you know, and you come into your senior year, and he had a chance to. I know it's hard because he's had a chance to break the school record. I think he needed like 1,100 yards or something, which he would have got that in the first 6 games. I
Don't
think.
matter. We knew he'd do it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless if
He's a good kid. He's a
regardless
class
if he
act
can now,
too. He's a good kid.
You know, this is the thing. There's always stuff about life that comes your way that you can't expect it and you can't prepare for it. And this is what character is all about. When you face those challenges head on and you face them like a man or like a woman or like an adult, but you face them and you deal with them and you move on. And I think Garrett's a good example of that.
Oh, definitely.
And you guys are too. So anyway, so you got who's coming up? Was Winchester?
Winchester's
Yeah.
up Saturday. It's in Winchester.
2 o'clock,
So
2 o'clock.
Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
They don't have lights.
They don't have lights.
So-
They don't have lights. Yeah, Winchester. You think?
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
I know.
yeah.
I know. But that's going to be. I mean, that's almost like it's a game you have to be careful of going in there because, like I was saying before, it's kind of hard to read because they lost to Drake, who was 3-0, and the two teams they beat, Medford and Watertown, haven't won yet. But again, Middlesex League, you guys know that on any given day.
Yeah.
You know, some of these guys can step up.
Any
And with a
team's
new
ball
coach
game.
trying to impress
they
a
have
new
like
coach.
2 great new coaches. Like one's from Everett, one from St. Bernard. So they have like one year in their blood. So.
Plus, I heard they had a ton of kids go off with the team this year over there too, so they had a lot of kids to draw from. So
It should be a good game.
Yeah, it should.
So.
Yeah, so I'm sure Coach McGuire is getting you guys all pumped up for this and ready. I'm sure they've been scouted out pretty well as well. So the Crack Burlington scouting team will be there getting you guys ready as well.
Now,
All right.
Kevin Pickett, he's just been. I've been impressed by Pickett so far as a tight end out there.
He's a bus.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some soft hands too for a big guy, but
probably
he's an animal when he catches it.
Yeah, he's dangerous when he's on the field.
Yeah, there'll be some schools around checking out his films, I'm sure.
definitely.
Very good
Big
player.
kid, big
Yeah.
kid.
Doing well. So anyways, I do want to remind people that this is a call-in show, which actually what that means is people call in. So if you buy your phone and whatever the phone number is, which will be right there on your screen
Come on, Ted, I
any
know you're
second
watching.
now.
Yeah.
Aha!
Rick.
781-273-5922. That's the number to call. That is your call-in show number. So give us a call, talk to the guys, tell us how much you enjoy them, say encouraging things or ask personal questions, whatever you'd like to do. But I know we do have a clip right now that the Corey in the studio would like us to go to. So Corey, anytime you're ready, you can run that clip while people are memorizing the phone number. There we go. This is
Wakefield quarterback.
this is Wakefield, huh?
Oh, no.
A brilliant stop.
We got a fast defense.
Teddy making a good play on that one.
Oh, yeah, and that was a Red Devil replay.
I'll tell you what impressed me too. He's like shot out Teddy. He's like shot out of a cannon. A couple of times he blitzed coming in there.
Full speed all the time.
Yeah, I mean he's like incredible.
Yeah.
I mean he's not a big kid, but man, he shoots in there fast and he hits high.
Yeah. Is he a senior?
He's
Yeah,
a
he's a
senior too.
Oh,
And
geez.
is Buckley's a senior too,
He's a
right?
senior, yeah.
Wow, so I'll tell you, this is, next year, Coach McGuire is going to have to be recruiting directly from Pop Warner, I think.
They got some kids ready.
Good players.
Yeah, you feel like there's, they'll be able to step into.
It's hard from we've got a lot of good seniors, so it's hard for the juniors to show.
Yeah.
What they have,
They're working hard on JV. JV's been undefeated for like the past 4 years.
Yeah, nice.
Good. Good.
Excellent. That's always nice to hear.
Because that's been, you guys come up through the Pomp Water system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been, I mean, that program has been reaping some benefits, you know. I mean, it's a great program and a lot of kids going out for it. And you're seeing it now as the classes start coming through. You know, all these kids have played Pomp Water.
I believe, I think we have a phone call. Do we have a caller? Hello, caller? Hello?
Hello?
Ah, Matt?
Hey.
Is that you, Matt?
That's me.
Hi,
Scots.
The buffer.
Yeah, it's Papa Scons. I just want to say that all our captains are great leaders, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them.
Where are you today, Matt?
I just want to give my boy, Jeremy, my boy Danny, my boy Paul, and my boy G-Fern a big shout out, you know, to hanging in there and dealing with me. And I just have a general, basic question. Field goals. You know, who should be taking them? I'm just wondering.
Well, you want to take this one?
What was that?
Who should be kicking field goals?
Who should be kicking field goals?
Oh,
I actually thought you did a very good job. In the game, he actually got, there was a couple bad snaps that, one that was almost impossible to kick, to get it through the uprights, and the other one, which was basically impossible too, and he actually got it through. The ball was on the ground, I think, tilted, and it was, I don't know how he did it.
What was it,
I
3 for
respect
4?
that.
3 for 4, Scotty?
I think you and Val should have a Show off,
Yeah.
kickoff at practice.
Valley, the only thing is Valley hasn't missed yet, so we'd like to keep him on the hot streak. But we know that if Valley ever went down, for some reason, Scania's there.
Papa Scan to take us.
That's right. I'll be ready anytime.
Buffer, man.
You and those calves.
Well,
And
Matt.
one last thing before I head out. If there would be anything you guys could do to change from what happened to Garrett, like what would you guys do?
I'd rather be hurt.
I mean,
I'd rather him on the field.
you can't really change things that happen like that, you know.
So, Danny, you would take his spot?
I'd eat him in a heartbeat. I mean, he means a
That's
lot
the
to
answer I was looking for.
Yeah, he means a lot to the team, so
You take the bullet for the team.
I got no problem with it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matt, now that you know that, you can depend on Dan to take that bullet for you.
All right.
So, all right. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
See you later. See you later.
Keep practicing. He's Matt, the kicker.
He's one of the kickers. Yeah.
Now that's what I was going to ask you, Danny. You were punting now the last game.
Yeah.
You're completely out of the kicking game now for a while?
No, not the kicking, like the
because you were doing the
kickoffs,
kickoffs and everything.
The punts, I'm hoping to be back this week. I actually have like a hip flexor.
Oh, all right.
So I'm fine when I'm running, but I mean the punting, it kind of just chews the pain on my leg. So we didn't want that to like prolong and become worse.
Okay.
All right. So listen, we're going to take a quick break. We ran a little bit over, so we're going to take a very quick break for some announcements. And we'll be back to begin second half action here in Sports Call. Don't forget to call in.
I didn't want to wrinkle my outfit.
I was in a rush.
I can't find the other half of it.
I always use it for the kids, but not for me.
I take my chances. I don't need them.
I was just going to the corner store.
I don't believe in seatbelts.
I didn't know it was the law.
It doesn't matter what your excuse is. Safety belts are the law in Massachusetts. Click it or ticket. Massachusetts is serious about saving lives.
Are you aware that Burlington Cable Access Television, the same station that has been bringing you the best in community-based television programming, is just a mouse click away on the World Wide Web? Come visit us at www.bcattv.org, where you will find useful information such as our programming, how to contact us, maybe even find some snapshots of your friends and neighbors from one of the community events. That's www.bcattv.org.
Carbon monoxide is a silent killer that unfortunately kills too many people each year. We're asking residents that they install a carbon monoxide detector in their home. We have, over the last week or so, had a high number of residential activations in people's homes. When they have gone down to investigate, they have found some pretty high levels in some of the homes. Carbon monoxide is something that you can't see, you can't taste, and you can't smell. We ask them that they have them in the vicinity of the bedrooms and in the hallways to have it hardwired in battery backup, but if you can't, then the battery ones are sufficient enough. They do work and they're very efficient.
Sports Call second half action. We generally try to get into more professional national sports. We're just entering a great conversation about when the Ohio State-Michigan game is coming up.
It's in November.
It's in November.
Yeah.
This will be, if these two teams remain undefeated, this will be the game of the year.
Definitely. Ohio State's definitely going to win.
Sure, I'm sure
Should be
Michigan.
1 and 2.
Michigan will take care of business.
Notre Dame over USC.
Yeah, so we
I
got
know
three
it's-
different.
Yes.
Ohio State all the way, baby. No.
Ohio, I have to agree. I think Ohio State's looking just too strong. But
Overrated.
Michigan coming up quick.
Ohio State's overrated. But,
Yeah, big time.
Troy Smith,
no
Antonio
quarterback,
Pittman.
nobody.
Dude, Troy Smith. Oh my
I like
God.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame is always good.
Charlie Weiss over there.
Of course, I think
They were looking
BC
that
has
good
dropped out of the top.
I didn't see the
25.
final, but they'll probably drop out of the top 25.
Yeah.
BC?
They
lose
were like
the other day?
25th, so they lost.
It's like
They
a
were
single
20th
game.
coming in.
Yeah, they lost to an undefeated Joe's College or
Not
something.
North Carolina State. They lost to in the last seconds, but
Yeah.
That's horrible.
it
Always
was
tough.
horrible calling, horrible
Yep.
defense in that game. But
Yeah, but we do have a caller. So, caller, hello, Steve.
Hello?
Steven.
That's Hennepin.
Oh, Steve.
Hey.
How you doing tonight?
Good, how you doing?
Doing good. You got anything?
I was wondering, I was going to ask a question for all three individually.
Okay, they're ready.
My first question's for Jeremy Steele, my boy. I was just wondering, I was looking at you on the TV, bro, and I was wondering how you got so big. Like, if I could, like, lift like you, like, what should I do?
You know, actually, I was taking after your father because he's jacked.
He's jacked.
What?
So just follow your dad, dude.
Oh, all right. And another thing, like, how do you feel that you ruined my future for that team by breaking my wrist?
See, you're just using that as a crutch to get through life. You know, that's gonna be the reason why you're not gonna ever get married and live at home all your life.
And for Walsh, I know you play baseball and you're like a stud at it. And I was wondering what you plan to do in college, baseball or football.
I'm definitely gonna play baseball. I don't think I'll play football, but I mean, if the opportunity arises, maybe I'll do it.
I can't really hear anything, but I assume you said baseball. All right, now for Paul, do you plan to play football in the college? And I was wondering, you say you're gonna lead the league in sacks. Do you think that's gonna happen still?
I don't know where you heard that prediction, but I'd like to. But yeah, I'm looking to play football in college. Yeah.
What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think about what?
No, where you gotta play.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Ohio State.
Michigan.
No, I never go to Ohio State.
Penn State.
Oh, with Charlie and Notre Dame then?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
All right, well, I wish the best of luck to you all three. And it's a blast to watch you guys play football, it really is.
Really, Steve?
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks for
Good
calling.
luck on the season, guys. God bless.
Tell your mom I said hi.
God bless.
All right, always good to hear from Steve.
So he broke his wrist, huh?
Yeah, broke his wrist freshman year. He's been using it as an excuse ever since.
You ruined his entire life?
Yeah, that's what he says.
One of those things you just sometimes got to suck up and move on.
Exactly. You're just living in the past.
That's right.
Yeah.
Move
It
on.
was a cheap shot.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Should we talk a little bit about any other local sports first of all?
We just got a couple. We have the boys soccer team right now is going through a tough stretch. They're 0-6-1. They're in last place in the league, and they just come off a 5-0 shutout against Belmont. So they're having a real tough season right now. Ed Farrell's been getting plenty of action in goal. Last game he had 15 saves, but a tough start for the boys soccer team this year. And the girls are kind of they're in the kind of the same boat too. They're 2-5-0. They're in 8th place. They just came off a tough game against Belmont. They lost 1-0, but again, soccer program not doing too well this year, boys or girls.
That's too bad.
Then we jump over to field hockey, and field hockey's having a tough year too.
They always do.
Well, you guys better keep it up. Because
I know you guys are going to have to. Field hockey's 0-5-1. They're in last place.
Oh, that's not good.
They're coming off a tie though with Stoneham. They scored their first goal.
Yeah, all right.
Scored their first goal.
Things are looking up.
Yeah, they got their first goal of the year. Michelle Torchetti scored the goal. So again, the field hockey team having a tough go right now, but they had a tie, so it's they're making progress.
Yeah.
So
I can report a little bit on volleyball.
Volleyball, yeah, good.
Volleyball is tough year, but it's their first year playing varsity, all girls, so none of the guys are there. It's not JV anymore. We're going to try to get some of the volleyball girls on the show, hopefully maybe even for next time, and they can talk about how exciting it is to be volleyball people. I understand we have a clip. I don't know if we want to look at it or not, or do we have the choice, or are we just going to accept these clips as they come along? That's the question I have. So I guess we're watching it.
Talk during the clip. Tell us what's going on.
Oh, this is where the defense, party DC guys.
Yeah, it was 4th and 1.
Ryan Harrington made a big stop on 4th and 1.
Alex Miliano, who's pretty good.
And we're back. Always exciting to see those Red Devil clips.
Yeah, Ryan Harrington too. He's been coming on strong. I've been impressed with him.
He's a good player.
Yeah, big kid out there.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed sometimes there's been some mismatches on the D out there, defensive backs. That Bill Ricker game, they had a tall wide receiver, and he was going up against Pierce a little bit, but then they switched up and Harrington started covering him, and Harrington's did well. He's a big kid.
Yeah,
Pierce can hold his own though.
No, Pierce is a good athlete.
Yeah, he's
a good athlete. He comes from good stock.
Yep, definitely.
The Burlington Pierces, right?
His brother played last year.
Both Nate and Matt, I think.
Yeah, Nate was captain last year.
Yeah. And his sister had as a softball player. She was a very good athlete. So
the whole family.
Good athletic family, yeah, definitely.
All right, well, we better keep them in town then.
Definitely.
No private schools for you guys. Pierce's stay in town. All right, so I think that's no more local sports, really.
That's about it. Well, next time we'll promise we'll say something about the golf team. We kind of been neglecting the golf team and the cross country team. So we'll definitely have something on the golf team and cross country next time around.
Joe Sheehan.
Golf team, Joe Sheehan golf team.
Joe Sheehan, yeah.
I guess having like a pretty decent year.
Yeah, I didn't know, there was nothing, I didn't pick up anything, but the golf team was like a 500. It was the last time I saw them.
What do you guys know about cross country? Anything?
They run.
They run.
Yeah.
Mr. Steele
I think they're doing
as
all
much
right.
as I do about it.
Exactly.
All right, good. So anyway, maybe, looks like we have another caller. Yes, caller, are you there? Hello, caller. In 1 minute, we'll have another caller. Another premature caller notice here, and so we're just supposed to sit around and wait until, what do you call them back? Or?
Yeah, until they call in.
All right. So while we're waiting, we might as well talk about something, or else people.
Well, we had the Patriots yesterday, so that was kind of a.
That's
down.
depressing.
Here's the caller now. It's Pete.
Oh, it's Pete. Thank God.
Graceful.
Yeah.
Pete.
Hello.
Hello, Pete.
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
What's
up with you?
Is this Pete from the offensive huddle?
No, it's not.
It's a different Pete?
Different Pete.
That's embarrassing.
Who is it?
This is Pete Johnson.
Pete Johnson. Oh, it sounds like, is that Dave Hansen?
For you guys.
Yes, Pete Johnson.
The Steel, what was up with that front flip you did in the other game?
The what?
Practice for gymnastics season?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just didn't want to hit him, so I decided to do a flip over him, you know?
Yeah, it was really a girl move. In
Hey.
Villanero, what's up with that little you can't see me deal? I don't get that.
It's just a little dance that comes out after a play. You know, the excitement comes out, so it just happens.
You should really stop that. It's really
I'll try.
It's really embarrassing. And Walshy, you look really good out there in those tight pants, dude.
See you 7th period, Pete.
You should,
Yeah.
throw the ball to Harry more often so that you can get those touchdowns and.
Is Harry with you right now?
I know. Are you with Harry right now?
No, I'm not, sir. But from there, are you gonna be better than Steele this year? Because that's the word going around town.
What? What did you say?
Yeah, we can't hear you, Pete. Can you
I
speak?
hear that you're gonna get more tackles than Steele this year. Is this true?
That's a lie. It never happened.
I think I already have more tackles than Steele in the season right now. If you look at the stats.
Well,
I have the
yeah.
most.
Well, you gotta work on that because Steele's getting up there in tackles. I know that.
Yeah.
You got my back, Pete.
That's bad, bro.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, Pete, I'm really happy you called in tonight. Now, are you a big fan? You get to all the games?
Excuse me?
Are you a big fan?
Oh yeah, I'm a big, big fan.
I hear you're the #1 fan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, good night. All right. Well, thanks, caller. Thanks for calling in, and keep those questions coming in. All right. So I think we had another caller who was not Dave.
Not Dave, but not Dave hung up, I guess.
I guess not Dave is there. So always an exciting adventure here on Sports Call.
Yes.
Getting
Big
those
call.
calls. Never quite understanding all of them, but the ones we do understand, we're happy to get. Good. That prevented us from having to talk anymore about the Patriots, did it?
Well, it kind of a tough game. I mean, it's the first game that they really didn't look good from start to finish.
Uh-huh.
You know, the running game wasn't there last night, and we were talking before. Brady just seems to be totally confused right now in that pocket. He's looking, and he had that quick release, and just watching him last night, it was just, I don't know if the receivers just aren't running good routes or not getting open early, but he just seemed lost. And again, of all teams, Denver, Denver just seems to have their number for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They just can't beat them. I mean, they have the worst record there. The Pats have the worst record against Denver. 1-5 coming. So hopefully, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, they're going to be playing Cincinnati next week, which is probably the #1 team.
Cincinnati's another good team, yeah.
It's in Cincinnati too, so.
We'll see. I mean, Brady definitely needs to step it up.
Yeah.
And I think one of the receivers needs to kind of step it up too. With Givens and Branch
gone. Gabriel.
Gabriel was all right. Jackson hasn't played. He played last week, and then he didn't play this week for whatever reason.
Yeah. Listen, I think we're going to have to take one more break before we can finish up for tonight. So I know there's a clip. I don't know if you guys want to go to the clip, and then we're not going to do a break. Oh, breaking news from the studio. We're not going to do a break, folks, so we can keep talking about the depressing New England Patriots right after this clip. Okay, so guys, why don't you tell us what's happening here?
We're on defense.
Oh, nice stop.
That's Ted's big play in the backfield.
He shot through.
Yeah. That was a fourth down. That was pretty much like game-changing play.
I'd say he's probably one of the captains of our defense. He may not be a captain on the
but
team.
he's definitely a leader out there.
Yeah, who's that now?
That's Ted Maimonides.
Oh, that's Teddy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and it looks like just in time we have another caller. Is this not Dave? Turn off your TV or turn it down. Rick.
Oh, hold on.
All right, turn it down.
Yeah, what's up?
All right.
What's up, Rick?
Hey, Ricky.
What's up?
Yeah. You got a question?
Yeah, I got a couple questions. Well, first off, I just want to say that Walsh, you look like you use a little shaving there.
You're just jealous because you got nothing to shave.
Yeah. But what? All right, hey, if Walsh was to go in the chute against one of you two,
Come on, no contest. Quarterback
who would
always
put up the better fight?
Quarterback always takes that.
He is a former lineman, but I don't think he's still got it in him.
Ask Coach McGuire for the answer. We'll see.
I think he has a little more than the two of you.
I don't know about that.
That's a lie,
Thank you, Rick.
Well, we might have to prove that tomorrow.
Rick, you'll get another ball against Winchester.
Yeah. And another question. Is Llanero ever going to get his license?
Probably not.
Eventually, I'm working on it.
He turns 18 in May. You know?
Yeah, I can still get a while. Probably get it before college, hopefully.
Fill you guys in. He doesn't have his permit yet either.
All right.
Well, it's okay because college freshmen
do you
can't
need
have
a
a
ride home
car
after
anyways.
No, you pick me up for school tomorrow, though?
Yeah, I got to be in early, though, for a test.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, see you later. All right, I'm going to go now.
All right.
See you later, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks for calling. Get me to school in the morning. Any other rides people have, just call right in. You can take a football player to school. Just call that number there and sign up, and Mr. Linnell will be happy to accompany you.
So you're working on your permit, huh?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I don't think so.
It'll come soon, I think.
It's going to come in the mail soon. You know?
Yeah.
Or Christmas, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you got to take the class and do all that kind of stuff
Yeah.
too. You know?
Actually, technically, he can wait till he's 18.
I know, I can wait till I'm 18 and not take driver's ed, but...
Yeah, but then your
helps your
insurance is
insurance.
ridiculous.
Exactly.
Well,
we'll see
if
how it
you're
goes.
He's not
if
thinking
you're
about
not paying
his
for
parents.
it. then
He's
you
not thinking about his
Yeah.
parents.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good enough. So, do we need to talk any more about depressing?
Well, I mean, just the
Patriots?
Pats. I mean, just coming up. I mean, we were just talking about they're going to be facing Cincinnati, probably one of the top teams in the league this year. And Pats really need to regroup. I mean, right now they're having some problems on offense. I mean, a week ago they were praising the running game, and then you come into this game here and they get shut down. Now, I don't know what the injury is to Dillon. It was an arm injury. So again, whether that's the arm he's holding the ball in or not, I have no idea. But you know, Dillon kind of, with him out of the lineup, that you have the kid in there as the running, and they made a nice compliment, the two of them, they in and out. So
Yeah, they did.
I really need Dillon back, but Brady really needs. I mean, the whole key to this team and the success is going to be Brady. I mean, Brady needs to get comfortable out there, and he just didn't look comfortable, you know, this past Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, we have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello,
Hi. Who's this?
Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Wazoo.
How you guys doing?
How are you?
Pretty good, how are you?
I'm good. Don't say you guys are very good up there, but well, so what's concerned? I heard you got a rib protector for your stomach because you were afraid of your backside is off to the left side of the line. Is it true that they are a little bit weaker than the right side, who is a little bit stronger and they actually do a better job? I guess. Is it true?
What's the deal?
Well, Bri, the right side's very strong. The left side, I think,
true.
is just as strong, if not stronger. Personally, I mean, I bought the rib protector just because that is my backside, and I can't see what's coming from there. I mean, I'm not expecting.
There's a shaky tackle on that side.
I'm not expecting a hit from the backside, but in case it ever does happen, I mean, just there to protect me. But I mean, I appreciate my line. They protect me, and as long as they do that, I'll take them out to dinner. That's right.
All right. Well, Thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey Warren, what's language arts homework?
Come on.
We know you find out.
All right, peace.
All right, thanks for calling Brian, if that's your real name.
Yeah. No, that's his real name.
That's his real name?
That's
You know,
name.
that-
Real quick, when you guys are on offense, just explain that whole wrist thing and how that works. You know?
He's a
I mean,
coach.
without giving any tips away or
Nah,
you know.
the coach McGuire has like a big card that has like all the formations and players on it, and the numbers of each play that we have on our wristband. We have 80 plays on the wristband. Some of the same, like repeat, because if you say like, if you call a certain play and you keep on repeating that number, the team's gonna end up catching on.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
You, okay, because I mean, obviously you run some plays, you know, over and over again.
And we switch it at halftime, but he'll yell out the formation number to me, and then I'll say it, and then he usually doesn't hear the number or the play, so I have
Hey,
to
so
end
he
up-
was just minding his own business there. You come on.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Steals some trouble sometimes.
Look out.
Where's the 9-hole?
Because he was calling colors at one time too.
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
he?
those formations. Those are
Oh, okay, the
formations,
colors
yeah.
of the formation. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I think a sack's coming.
Yeah, it's just funny because it just, I mean, it's just unique. And you guys everybody kind of goes to their wrist at the same time. And
Not many teams do that.
Yeah.
No.
We don't really like the huddle. We don't usually go from the huddle.
Yeah.
Controls the tempo of the game.
Now, is that a hard system to pick up? I mean, obviously.
You have to be more well conditioned.
Yeah.
Because you just keep on going. You don't have that time in the huddle to like catch your breath and stuff. But
Now, how many plays offensively do you have? Basic plays.
Oh, jeez, we have there's 80 on the cards. Let's say we have
80 on the cards.
We probably have one of the bigger playbooks in the league.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
Because you can
plays.
take the basic play and just run different formations and off of that and what have you.
Yep.
Okay. It was always interesting how you guys, the guys that always just crack me up. Everybody.
They're all checking the time.
Well, yeah, they all come up. They all look at their wristband. It's all coded, okay, on what formation, what they're going to be calling, and I mean, you don't have all day to think about it either.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, from play to play, it's pretty quick.
I think the athletes there are smarter than athletes used to be.
I know I would have had a hard time picking
guys.
it up when I was playing.
They know this stuff. Yeah. All right, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so anyways, just to finish up with the Patriots, I agree with you. I think Brady, we were talking before the show, I think that Brady accepted smaller money to stay with the Patriots, figuring that some of his money, I'm sure, would go to keeping other players around. So when Deion Branch comes and wants to renegotiate his contract and the money doesn't come his way, I think he's out there thinking about what am I, a sucker or something? Where did all that money go? And it's going into somebody's pockets. It's not going to pay for the athlete. So I think that's one of the things that could possibly be crossing his mind.
The other thing that bothers me is that you have a contract, okay, and that's the part that still bothers me. Okay, you signed. Nobody held a gun to his head when you signed that contract. You signed the contract. I mean, I'm old school. You sign a contract, you live up to the contract. Then you renegotiate for money for next year.
Yeah.
Holding out, I mean, they started a trend there with Seymour, pulling that last year.
Yeah.
And they renegotiated his contract. So Branch says, hey, why not me now? Okay, I went out of this last year. I want to be paid like a top receiver, and I don't know. And I just found out today that they're, from a cap standpoint, they have the most money under the cap than any team in the National Football League.
I hope they're going to spend
which I
some
was
of
kind
that.
of surprised at.
Yeah. Well, I think that those are the other things that the fans, because the fans booed the team as they came off the field at halftime. The fans
It was
were
probably one of the
booing
worst games I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years. They just looked lifeless last night. It was just like they weren't even there.
Yeah. All right, we have a caller who's going to save us from the rest of our Patriots conversation. Caller, this is Happy.
Hello?
Oh, Happy?
Hello?
Is Sneezy, Dopey, and Greasy with you too, or?
Hello?
Hi, Happy. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. You got a question or comment for our gentleman here?
I want to know what the three captains think of how the next year's team is going to be with all the starting offense and defense pretty much leaving.
I think they'll do all right. You still got a lot of skill positions, You got KK and Valley,
You also got a great kicker too.
Yeah, there's a good kicker there. This, Mullen, Costa, Benson, some linemen ready to go. But you guys should do all right. Emiliano, Pierce. There's still a lot of pieces there.
The kicker needs to keep their attitude in check, though.
Yeah.
He gets a little mouthy from time to time.
Roderick,
Roderick.
he's the JV quarterback. He'll step up. I think he'll have a pretty good year next year.
Who's that?
Roderick.
Yeah, Matt
He's a
Roderick.
lefty.
He's a lefty, which coaches will have to maybe.
Coach McRae will have to change
I don't
too.
think he's had a lefty yet.
A lefty?
He's a good quarterback. He'll do all right. I think he'll be able to lead the team along with the two backs and all the kids who are coming back. So
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are like the last year of athletes that I knew personally from all the Pop Warner stuff and from Scott and all that. Because after you guys go, I'm gonna have to go back to Pop Warner again because I don't know anybody anymore.
Yeah.
So Happy, you still there?
Yeah.
It's Happy. Are you really happy?
Actually,
no, it's just like a football nickname.
Yeah.
You do get happy from some time to time.
Yeah. Well, it's better than being sad, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Happy, thanks for calling in.
All right, thanks.
And keep watching Sports Call, as I know you will.
thank you, fellas.
Call in anytime. I'll have to get that. Now, what is that? Is that number 8? Is that
That is number 8.
Keep calling in.
We got to step it up.
4 minutes.
All right. So
Yes, Bananafin.
Bananafin? Hello, caller. Oh.
That's rough.
Is that Bananafin that just hung up on that?
That might have been.
Oh, that's cruel.
Technical difficulties. Please hold.
Oh, I see. It wasn't him. It was our crack production studio.
I think they're doing a good job.
While they're doing that,
Yes.
the Red Sox have been officially eliminated.
Oh,
from
now
the
we have
pennant
to
race.
talk about more depression.
It just came over the wire. They've been officially eliminated from the pennant race this
I
year.
understand they're officially eliminated from the pennant race this year, next year, and in 2008. They're already eliminated
There
from
you
that.
go.
Just, you know, it's funny. People are saying, all right, if we get a good closer, we'll do fine. So they get arguably probably the best closer in baseball.
You're going to see a
Then
whole new team next year.
Yeah, then they say, well, if we get this great infield, we'll be fine. So they get the great, you know, it's Banana Fin.
Banana.
Yes, sir.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'm Jeremy Steele's super fan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's kind of my hero and my idol, you know. And I was just wondering, like, what you guys do for rituals, like, before games and stuff. Like, how do you prepare?
I don't know. Me, Pierce, and Harry, we pray before each game.
Here's Harry and I.
Walsh, what do you do?
I actually go home and take a nap. Kind of rest for the game. You know, we have to get up for school early, so.
Call your bookie.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
Just let
those
'em
bets
know,
down.
Let them know the insights.
Right.
And actually, me and Rick go to Londy's every day before the game. It's a little ritual we have. It's been working out pretty good so far.
Get a little roast beef surprise or something?
we get the steak tips.
Steak tips.
Works out good.
The steak tips.
All right. So,
Yeah, I heard Matt Scaniel sings a lot. Is that true?
Yeah, he does sing a lot.
Scanio, yeah, he does sing a lot.
I guess those rituals work because you guys look really focused out there. You guys are unbelievable and stuff. Like Steele, on that sack last game, that was unbelievable.
Thank you, Banana.
I was amazed.
Really? Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
He surprised you. Well, listen, Banana Fin, or is that Mr. Banana Fin, or can I just call you Banana Fin?
You can just call me Banana Fin.
All right, well, Banana Fin, I really appreciate you calling, and I want to thank you very much. We're starting to get short of time, so we're going to have to start wrapping things up here. But I hope you keep watching the show and keep calling in. Because time is short, and so am I. So anyways, are there any kind of last final things you guys want to say or put out there?
Another caller.
I don't think we have time for any more clips.
Just keep coming to the games.
Yeah.
You know.
You like all that good support out there?
Yeah.
I tell you, you guys draw one of the best.
Oh, it looks like we're getting the clip whether we want it or
Is
not.
I think this is Pickett's touchdown.
Here's Walsh going back.
Touchdown. This may have been.
Is that Pickett?
Yeah.
That's Pickett,
Yeah.
He called a play. I don't know if it was this one, but he saw something in the defense that he knew that if we ran a certain play that they couldn't
beat him.
cover. That may have been the play or may not have been, but
Either that or the touchdown.
Well, Kevin's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of teams.
Yep.
I don't think many teams are going to be able to match up to him. But anyways, listen, we are starting to run out of time, so I think I just need to thank Paul Lanero, Dan Walsh, and Jeremy Steele. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Great start to the season. I hope it keeps going well for you. Mr. Strati, as always, always a pleasure to have you here. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Otherwise, remember the BCAT Scholarship Fund. October 11th, don't forget to contribute. See you in a couple of weeks.
Peace.
EA Sports is in the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Preston. It's that time of year again. Our annual telethon is going to be held on October 10th, 11th, and 12th. We'll be live here from BCAT Studio on October 11th. We hope you're going to watch. We hope you're going to make a contribution. And it's always fun, so please join us and please be generous. Thank you.